it works. It's an amazing strategy if you do it correctly.
So the big question is, what are the top agents doing to absolutely crush it in real estate, grow their teams, and add more transactions year over year while so many struggle? If you ever thought about this, you're not alone. No one has been able to get the answers until now.
We spent the last few years helping agents sell billions in real estate, rubbing shoulders with top producers, which got us thinking, how can we expose more people to these insights to help raise the standard in the whole real estate industry? We then realized that we could help bridge the gap by getting the secrets from the best of the best so that you can succeed. My name is Andrew Dunn.
And my name is Peter Michael. Welcome to Elite Agent Secrets.
We've talked a lot about different prospecting methods. I know your third topic is Facebook group prospecting, which is like, for me, I always think of this like the modern age of cold calling is like Facebook and social prospecting, but specifically Facebook works better than all the others because it does have that community element still. And there's all this chatter going on about Discord channels and all this other shit, but they just don't function the same way Facebook groups do. So you just can't do the same thing because there's just not it's a collective, but then there's independent posts within it when all these other platforms just don't have that. They still don't have this like collective and then this independence within the collective. So I'm sure they'll figure it out at some point. But right now, Facebook groups are still, and it's not even close. They are the dominant force for this stuff. So I want you to break down how you're crushing it with prospecting Facebook groups because we know how fucking powerful this is. We've done a ton of it as well, like a lot. Yeah. And it's fucking insane.
Gotcha. So let me caveat by saying everything I'm about to say on Facebook groups is Robert Bean, right? And you guys know Robert. If you're listening and you don't know Robert, the guy's the Facebook guru. I'm not old enough yet that I can't learn new tricks. And I have used his Facebook strategies in multiple states now with incredible success. And so now it's part of my weekly routine. I'll prospect Facebook groups. It's incredibly effective if you do it right. We've all seen those posts where it's not being done right? Every single agent out there has seen a post where it's like, I'm looking for a realtor. And it's like piranhas on a piece of meat, but it's all the same. It's, ooh, PM me. Ooh, I'd love to work with you. Ooh, I'm a local realtor. I PM'd you. PM me. Let's talk. Let's chat. It's all just background noise. And so when you do that strategy correctly, and again, I think the reason I connected with it so much is because, like I've already said, my whole career has been on, I want to build relationships and I want to add value to people any way I can. And so that's the same proposition of the Facebook prospecting is how do I add value to those people that are asking the questions, right? And that's why I like it. When you actually take the time to craft a proper message for your Facebook message that just like Robert talks about, right? Address the pain point first of, hey, I realize you're getting inundated by all these other messages from all these other agents. Here's why I'm different. Here's what I can provide. Here's the value I'm trying to bring to the table. Let me know if this makes sense to you. Let's talk. And then you go into the actual post and you properly comment so that you're not just one of a gazillion other people commenting. And I'd be amazed how many agents when we talk about different strategies, and I'll mention this one to them, the basics of how Facebook works eludes them. Right. So I always talk about after you've sent the message and you're going to make the comment to let them know you sent the message, tag them in the comment. And they're like, I just comment. I'm like, no, tag the person in the comment. It sounds so simple, but it's wildly important because we've all seen these posts, right? I'm looking for an agent. 3 hours goes by, there's 227 comments. Well, the way Facebook works is they're going to take everyone that commented and lump it into one notification. So when that person clicks notification, all these schmucks commented, it's simply going to take them to the very last comment that was made. So if you were the first to comment, well, guess what? You just got dumped 200 other comments below. You're buried in comments. They're probably not going to scroll back up through 200 comments to find yours. But if you tag that person in the comment, that notification will be unique to your comment. It will automatically take the user to your comment directly. That alone makes you stand out over the other hundreds of agents that didn't bother to tag them. Tag the user in your comment. Now, the other thing is, don't say the same 3 words that everyone else is saying, right? It seems so simple, but if you're just going to say, I sent you a message, you're going to get the same garbage everyone else is saying. I PM'd you or PM me. I sent you a message, send me a message. Make it stand out so they want to go read your message. And it takes about 15 extra seconds to go from I PM'd you to, hey, Sally, I'm sure you're getting a ton of other messages right now, and I'm sure your inbox is blowing up. I just wanted to let you know that I sent you a message also, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd take a look. That wasn't hard to do, but it's amazing how that stands out in the sea of random comments. Now, Robert Bean teaches, and I usually use it too, he teaches to say something like, I think my message is unlike anything else you've read so far, right? I think my message is unlike anything else you've seen. To add that little bit of intrigue to make them be like, who the hell is this Walt Key guy? Like, I got 300 messages and his is special. Maybe it is. I want to go find it and see, right? So that really does work. Just make your message, make your comment stand out enough that they want to go read your message. And then make the message enough value that they want to use you because you're different. Now, and I'll use the example here. So again, everything is Robert Bean. I can't take credit for any of it. I did his training. Within 72 hours of doing that training, I was going to try it. I actually had someone tag me in a Facebook comment. I wasn't even a member of that group yet. So they screenshot and texted me, hey, I tagged you in this group. This person needs an agent and they're up in your area. I'm like, well, shit, I thought I joined every group that was in this area. I didn't know this one existed. So I had to go to the group, request to join, wait for the admins to approve my permissions. And I'm not kidding. Like, I got the text message at like 8:30 that morning. I wasn't able to send the Facebook message until about 8:30 that night. So you can imagine how many other agents had already commented, had already posted. It was like 14 hours old from the moment it was posted to the moment I responded. And I go to bed early because I get up early. So I literally, the last thing I did that day was send the message, go to the comment, tag the user, make my comment. We'll see what happens. I got to go to bed. The next morning, I woke up to a Facebook message from that person ready to do business with me. It works. It's an amazing strategy if you do it correctly. As soon as I decided to move to Florida, I started joining all the local Florida community groups. I've picked up business already from that strategy in Florida from people that are looking to do business. And it's so simple when you look at what you're sending and you're like, well, yeah, of course I offer that service. And yeah, we do that. Yeah, I do that. But nobody says it. You can't just assume that some random person knows the value of your service. And when you lay it all out in a nice, clean, bulleted format, we do this, we have this service, we'll do this for you, we'll take the burden off your shoulders with this, we'll do this, so we'll do this. If that makes sense to you, let me know, let's go. And everyone else is like, I'm the local agent, let's do business. And you're like, here's 8 bullets of why I do what I do and how I do it. You're like, holy crap, that really was nothing like I've gotten so far. So that's how I do Facebook prospecting. Anyone that wants to try it should absolutely do it. Put a little bit of time in your week to actively prospect those groups. Now, there's one thing that I do, and I tell people to do. Robert doesn't necessarily touch on it, but I'm sure he does it too. I tell people, if you're going to join groups that you've never been a member of, in addition to time blocking the active prospecting, right, for those keyword searches like realtor, boxes, lender, loan, school, moving, in addition to doing the active prospecting, also budget a little time, at least once a week, to post something of value into that group. So whatever that group's about, if it's a local news article pertaining to the area, post it and ask a comment, engage people in a conversation. If it's an interest group about, hey, the local soccer team, post the results of the local soccer game and was like, man, I can't believe that game. Who was there? How was it? The reason that I like to tell people to do that is, it's, again, I go back to the psychology. if I tag you in a message and I say, hey, I saw your comment in the XYZ group, and they're like, well, who's this guy? I've never heard of him. And they go look me up in the group. The first thing Facebook does is show them all of my activity within that group. So if I have no activity in the group, they're like, who the hell is this guy? I don't know him. He's just some lurker that reached out to me. But if I'm taking time to post something of value once a week, and then they go look me up and they're like, oh yeah, this guy's clearly, I've seen this article. Yeah. It's so much easier to build immediate credibility if they look for you in the group and there's actually content that you're posting. You're contributing in some meaningful way to the group. I think that makes a big difference, and it's absolutely worth doing. And even aside from the prospecting piece, if you're active in a valuable way in those groups, you're more likely to get tagged and recommended by other people who, by just the association of your conversations, realize you're in real estate. And that even reinforces your credibility when you send them the message. So always try to put some content in there.
Because obviously, for those that don't know as well, the more people engage with any content you put out, the more Facebook shows them any of your content. So whether it's from your Facebook profile, whether it's, the groups, if they're a part of them, they might, I don't know, let's say you've got, you got, mums in Boca or dads in Boca, Peter's a part of it. And then you got families in Boca, just two made up groups here. And then it's like, he's posting for dads in Boca all the time. He's like, I need some friends who are dads, and then he's also a member of families, and that other person's a member of both. And all of a sudden he starts seeing his posts in families of Boca because now he's engaging in one, and he's like, okay, we like Peter's stuff in one group, let's show him it in others. This is so true. I mean, I love these strategies. Walter, you've literally given insanely tangible, actionable advice. Do X, Y, Z to get the result. And yeah, for those listening, go check out Robert Bean. He's been on the podcast. I don't want to butcher. Is it Beihn? Or is it B? Yeah. So it's Robert Beans, which is Beihn. And he is
Biehn.
Yeah. Biehn. There you go. I knew it. And he's an absolute rock star. You can connect with him on Facebook. He loves talking to people. And you can learn more about his training as well. It's 100% free as well. And so he's an absolute fucking rock star. Walter, this has been amazing. What I want to do is give you the floor. If people want to learn more about what you're doing, maybe be part of your team, whatever it is, get coaching, get your course, all that good stuff. How can people get in touch, whether that's email, phone, or social?
I just dropped my link tree in the comments. That has all of my social profiles. So if you guys want to tag that or put it in the comments when this goes post, it's my Facebook, my business page, my website, my phone number, my email, all of my social accounts, all of my contact info is right there. The easiest is walter.key@gmail.com. It's the easiest name to remember. Nobody's named Walter anymore, and my last name is Key, and I'm in real estate. That's literally the best name I could have. walter.key@gmail.com. If you have questions about double your income coaching and the free strategies that we do every Tuesday, shoot me a note. I'm happy to link you in. If you want to talk specifically about any of the conversations, I know we really only touched on a few of the 8, but that's okay. Shoot me a note. If you want the scripts that I put together, shoot me a note. I'm happy to share anything that I got for free, right? There's nothing new under the sun. So at some point, I probably subconsciously crafted different things from different people and put it into a format that works. All right, I'm not special. I just find what works and then I keep using it. So you're welcome to anything I've got.
And for those listening, the link for the link tree is linktr.ee. So it's linktree/Walt Key. So it's WALTKEY. Well, thanks for jumping on with us today. This has been an amazing podcast. We have loved all these actionable strategies, and everyone listening, we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in gaining access to our courses and coaching programs, then head over to go.eliteagentsecrets.com.